Alright guys, welcome back, and today I was going to do a quick review on the Pulsar XP50 LRF. Now, it's sitting on top of my 300 blackout, alright, suppressed, just to give you an idea of what I've got it sitting on. But this is basically Pulsar's top-end thermal, and there's so many features, and we're going to try to go over as many as we can. We'll give you a video at the very end so that you understand basically what it looks like with the recording. So I'm going to say this, that Pulsar's Apex before, now I think they call them the XQ, are probably the best thermals for your money. Now this is the higher up one, the XP, but you spend more money, and that's the reason I say that XP or the Apex and then the XQ or whatever it was, I can't remember exactly which Pulsar it is the best for its money. And then they made the core, not 100% sure, I would say it was the best for its money compared to those two, but this is their higher end one, and it's absolutely wonderful. All right, so it's a 640 by 480, that's the pixel and the resolution. All right, it is a 50 hertz, not a 60, but I really can't tell you the difference between 50 and 60 hertz. And it has that 17 ion or 17 whatever core in it. I don't know much about the cores, but I just know that you know, this is kind of like basically the second best core that out there from what I understand anyways. FLIR kind of uses close to the same core, but it's different from the Churchicon and the Halo. All right, it's got a 42 millimeter objective. The whole 50 thing is kind of deceiving whenever, because people think, well, it's got a 50 millimeter objective, and I would agree. I think that it should, but it has a 42, the larger objective. From what I understand, you're paying for this part right here whenever you're paying for glass out there. So it has an external battery. In fact, it has two that it comes with this one right here. That'll do you about 8 hours. All right, and this one right here is a big one. I got the extended one on there. I think it'll do 20 hours. So that's pretty crazy. All right, so it has all the different modes, all this different selection, tons of stuff that you can go into. One of the most important things for me is that it has a laser rangefinder on this one. Yes, you can get ones without it and it's cheaper, but this one has a laser rangefinder. All right, and the second part is internal recording. Now the rangefinder, going back to it is very accurate, no problems with it. It puts up a little box, and basically you range it, you hit it. You can do continuous range, you can do all kinds of, or you can just do a single range. It is very accurate, does very well, except in tall grass, and which most rangefinders don't. So that's one thing. It has a focus right up here on the front, all right, and it's very touchy. So you got to be slow with it. I really don't like the focus that much. I'm not gonna lie, just because of how touchy it is. Some people would go, well, because it's touchy, I like it. So there you go. Mine is that, you know, I like to be able to move some. This one right here, you just barely touch it, and it's kind of hard for me to get that perfect focus, is what I'm trying to get at. Anyways, the screen is great. The recording is great. The recording's easy. It also has that recoil activated recording if you want to use it. I use suppressors, so I don't want to be dependent upon them. Another thing that I don't like about it is I had to turn the mic on. I done tons of recording with this thing without the mic on because I didn't even know how to do it, and I just didn't have time. But I finally did. We've had this for about 2 months, and this is my extra, which thermal, and it's one that I take with me from my friends or my dad or whoever, because like I said, I have an Envision Halo. I think that it's better looking down through it, but it doesn't have all the features that this thing does, and this is cheaper, so that's also important. But Pulsar has been making they come onto the thermal scene, guys, and they've just started kicking butt, all right? They really, really have. And you got white hot, black hot, you got all the different resolution stuff that you can go through, the brightness, everything that you need to be able to do. And the internal recording is important to me, and it records very, very well. Some of them don't record very well. If you do a DVR external recorder, it's hard to get close to what you're seeing. This internal recorder is probably the closest to the recording that I've seen, other than the ATN. ATN's recording is better than what you see, which is crazy. Doesn't make much sense. So this one right here, other than the ATN, is close. It does have the eye focus right there, pretty easy to use. And like I said, there's so many features. We can't even go one shot zero. Other awesome features. The most important thing is it stays zero, and you see very well with it. We haven't even been out, and like I said, we'll show you some videos. We haven't even been out on a perfect night for this. So that's one thing to take into account when you're watching a video. During the winter, when it's nice, dry, and cold, you'll probably see some better videos of this thing up. Another feature that I do like is that it takes in 5 different yard lines. Now, I haven't done it with my supersonic bullets from the 300 Blackout. That's why this is sitting on the 300 Blackout, though, because my first gun, I think it does 3 guns. My first gun, I'm doing supersonic 300 Blackout, and it's zeroed at 100 yards. My second gun is a 300 Blackout subsonic, and it's zeroed at 25 yards. But it has 5 different yard lines in it, and it's quick to go to on a quick menu. So I have it at 25 yards, and then I zeroed at 50, 75, 100, 125 yards. So basically, I'm able to get 5 different yard lines. Like I said, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125. That's right. So I get 5 different yard lines on this thing with subsonic now. If you've ever hunted with subsonic, you understand what I'm talking about. 25 yards is a big deal. And that's the reason for the laser rangefinder, so that we know exactly how far away it is, whatever I'm shooting at, and then you put it on, go to the quick menu, put it on there, and you're able to shoot at that distance, and it is on the money. Keeps it good. Great product. I got mine from Todd Hewer at Huey Outdoors. I'll put the link up. The guy's got great deals. And if you want to get a hold of him about this thing, he'll probably give you a lot better information than what I have, because he is absolutely obsessed with this stuff. It's what he does, and he's pretty intelligent, and keeps a good watch or upkeep with what thermals are doing and how good thermals are. I am going to say it one more time. I believe that Pulsar is the best thermal for the money. If you don't want to go spend $10,000, $7,500, $10,000, this is probably the thermal to go to. And I tell you what, there just isn't that much difference. There isn't enough to where it's something that kind of goes through my mind all the time. Is the extra money I spent on the other thermal worth it, or the thermals before less? And it's a hard fight. It's a real hard fight to say that, maybe I should have just got this one because it does it all. It does it all, and it does a real good job. So there you go. That's my take on the XP50 LRF from Pulsar. Fine piece of machinery, no problems with it yet. All right, give us a like, subscribe, make us a favorite. God, family, country, all in that order. Please watch the video at the end. Thank you.
If she clears over here on the other side of that fence, let me know. You hear me?